Parker Fusco. So, in case you didn't know, I am one of the managers of the social media teams of the YouTube channel. And so, some of you may be unfamiliar how YouTube works. My husband and I are working together to show you guys basically a brief tutorial on how this works. So, basically, you're maybe wondering, how does exactly YouTube work? How do I find the church's YouTube channel? And basically, this rule will apply whether you're using your cell phone or whether you're on the computer. So basically, this is going to be self-explanatory. If you don't understand anything, we'll try to cover all the basics that we can. If there's still anything you don't understand after this video, we will basically let you comment on that and let you leave your questions, your suggestions, or anything else that you need to know, and we'll try to cover that in a future time. All right. So the first thing we're going to cover is, how do you find exactly the church's YouTube channel in this case, basically. All right, let me minimize myself. Well, okay, here we go. So the first thing we're going to do is show you basically where you would find the church's YouTube channel in this case. So I will show you where you can find that. So the first thing is, you're going to go into your search bar and you're going to type in FOCC Maryland, because FOCC is obviously Faith Outreach Community Church, and then Maryland is the name of it. So that is the name of our YouTube channel, because some people have random numbers, some have random names. Ours is FOCC Maryland. All right. So the next thing is, what happens once you get in there? This is what it's going to look like once you get into the page. So basically, when you get into the page, you're going to see a page that looks almost identical to this when you come in. The logo will change because we're adding in a new logo. But once we add in the new logo, then we will basically fix that in this case. All right. So once you get ready to subscribe and everything, you're going to hit a red button that's going to show up on your screen. And that's basically lets you know. So in our case, because we're already subscribed to it, it will not be red. But because you're new to the channel, it will be red for you. You can let them know, saying, okay, you want all the videos you want to subscribe to, if you want to do just personalized ones or just some of them. If you happen to say, hey, I don't want to watch the church's videos anymore, you could always unsubscribe. But basically, if you want to subscribe, that's where you would find that. All right. Also, this thing will let you know when the church's channel is live. So that says there's a church service going on and you're wanting to watch it and stuff like that. That will let you know that the video is live at that point on that same page. Basically, it'll show up saying, hey, Faith Outreach Community Church is now live at this point. So you may see this small little bell that's in the top right corner. This bell basically lets you know that there's going to be videos that are going on. There's also a section called the community post. The community posts basically are a way to promote posts. They also promote like videos. It's a good way to just self-promote what's going on in the channel in this case. It's like an online bulletin board in this case. So some of these videos that we have on our church's YouTube channel already, you may be noticing that there's sound missing on some of them. The audio may be lagging. What's going on? Why is the audio missing in these kind of cases? Why is it missing? Let's find out exactly what's going on. So YouTube is very finicky. So sometimes they don't allow videos to be played because of copyright strikes. So basically they're saying, hey, somebody owns the rights to this music that we're listening to, and you don't own it. We want you to give us money for it. And because you don't own the rights to it, we're going to take the money, basically the money from it, or we're going to just mute the video in this case. You can either fix the audio, which we're trying to correct in this case, but basically, if we don't have the rights to it, it unfortunately gets muted. Or if we're not careful, it could be taken off of our YouTube channel as well. So sometimes you may want to have a case where you want to leave a comment on a video. Is there a certain limit on how many characters that you can use? Like say you're in a really chatty mood and there's a lot you want to know. Like say maybe you have a question that's based off of the sermon or maybe the Bible study question and you didn't understand how it worked. So in those kind of cases, basically you can be as chatty as you want, only up to 500 characters. This is an example of what it looks like. This is from our personal YouTube channel. So basically in these kind of cases, people can leave comments, they can add smileys. Basically the people who own the YouTube channel can choose to say a thumbs up, or they can give a heart emotion. Also, other people can see your comments, and they can also like those comments as well. They can also say, hey, I don't like this comment, and that's why the thumbs down will be there as well. Also, if you're really in a chatty mood and you're talking more back and forth with them, you'll see multiple replies to those particular comments on there as well. So is your feedback actually helpful? Yes, it is very helpful in these kind of cases, because basically without your feedback, we're not knowing how it's on your side as the subscriber or the member, because basically it lets us know how to improve. It lets us know what we can do to make things better for you that are watching it. It also lets us know, saying, okay, this video I couldn't see the thumbnail, or I couldn't see the video very clearly because it looked like it was shaky, or the video looks like it's dealing with missing audio. Now you have those way to tell us that. That way we have a way to contact you. So are the videos actually in a particular order, in case you may be wondering? Because you probably go to the YouTube channel saying, okay, I'm looking for a particular one. They're not exactly in an order. So basically they're in the order that they were either live or when they were uploaded. So when they were live, they typically show up first. But if they were uploaded on a particular day, they will show up later. So today's sermon will show up first. Any ones that show up after that will show up after that date. I hope that makes it very clearly, because like I said, the newest ones always are going to be on the top. The older ones are always going to be on the bottom. Also in the playlist, they're normally typically listed from the oldest to the youngest in this case. So the older videos are going to typically be on the top of the playlist. The younger ones and the more newer ones are going to be toward the bottom of the playlist in those cases as well. Also, there's playlists. So as you can see, we have 5 different playlists here. The first one's called Recorded Events at FOCC. Those basically are the ones for our dearly departed members that are no longer with us. There's also weddings in there as well. The next one is a technical one. That's basically for us on the YouTube team that are saying, okay, this is what we can do to make things better, to run smoothly, say, knowing how to record the Zoom video that we're sharing with all of you. That's basically what the purpose of that one. The next one is the FOCC Church Sermons. That's basically an archive of all of our church sermons that we've recorded since, I believe, about 2021. It might be a little bit earlier, but like I said, that's all of the church sermons. The next one is called Dance Ministry. That's basically all the church praise team videos that were done with the dance ministry. And then the final playlist is called Apologetics, and that's basically related to the Bible study videos that were given by Pastor Tom in those kind of cases. So basically, you would find all of his Bible study videos and also some of his sermons that are related to Christian apologetics as well. Okay. So like I said, if you have any further questions on how the YouTube channel works, you don't understand how it works, I can basically explain it to you how it works. Or we can do another time where we just basically discuss it further with you. But like I said, hopefully this clears it up for you what the YouTube channel is. Like I said, YouTube is just a way for us to interact with people of the church that may not be available to be there in person, basically. It's basically a way to connect with everybody, to say, okay, I see the videos going on, I see what's going on in the church, and still interact with us in another way. Hopefully that clears it all up. Thank you so much. Bye.